Technology is going to change every major sector in the market in the world.
We are about to see massive disruptions.
Really turn things around for cryptocurrencies, particularly the one line where they said we owe it to this next generation to foster this innovation.
This is a millennial development. I think that these types of innovations are the ones that are important to recognize and take advantage of.
These markets are new, evolving, and international. They require us to be nimble and forward-looking and engage with important stakeholders, including Congress.
The significance of this technological change is going to become something all institutions are going to want to invest in.
Quant Overledger is the first blockchain operating system that facilitates the development of multi-chain applications.
Basically an overledger network, which is a layer that sits on top of blockchains to allow them to operate amongst themselves easily.
That the users will actually be able to launch enterprises and middleware applications not tied to a single blockchain.
This unique approach should encourage the use of blockchain technologies across various sectors and use cases. This should lead to a large-scale adoption of the technology without tying it to a particular vendor or chain.
It will allow all of these different systems such as government, healthcare, supply chain, financial services, which are 4 areas that Quant are planning to work with. Another use case is working in identity for airports, the Dubai airport, which I think is one of the biggest airports in the world.
And they also have a really steady team here. They've got Gilbert Verdi, who's not only worked for New South Wales Health, but along with that as well HSBC, HM Treasury, and has worked in committees for the Federal Reserve.
He founded the blockchain ISO standard TC307, and 40 countries are working together to develop this standard. He is also the chair of the UK's National Committee on Blockchain and Distributed Ledger Technologies.
This team is stacked up. This is just simply the founder, Gilbert.
Quant is the only project which will allow applications to sit on top of an overlayer and communicate and exchange information with separate blockchains at the same time. Both the Japanese and UK governments recently selected Quant Network because it offers a universal general-purpose system. Overledger will be the key to unlocking governments interacting with all of their countries' separate blockchains whilst still implementing and individuals maintaining their proprietary blockchain. As of today, the public is getting more and more aware of the value of their personal data. Data breaches are happening more and more often. Millions of personal data are lost, including sensitive ones such as passwords or social security numbers. But things are changing, as companies will be required to be GDPR compliant on May 25, 2018. How can Overledger bring the trust in the GDPR technical implementation? As Overledger will build the bridges between the blockchains, the personal data sharing will be ruled by its treaty contracts, which are inter-blockchain version of a smart contract. Treaty contract will allow the data sharing between 2 companies interconnecting their blockchains to be transparent and follow clear and validated rules. As this rule will rely on treaty contracts, the code will be as law. The treaty contracts will define which set of data can be shared, for how long, be in the clear of obfuscated. Therefore, the clients will be able for the first time to have a real traceability of their data. Quant Network will be able to shine a light on a brighter future